I could love somebody else right now, how would you feel? Pretend like I love somebody else right now, but it wouldn't be real. There's still a lot of space inside my heart that they can't fill. And I tried my best to hold you down, but you wouldn't be still. So I guess I'm left to...
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn your post notifications on so you won't ever miss out on any future videos. And if you aren't new, then welcome back. So as you can see from the title, I'm going to be doing a highly requested video that some of you guys been asking me for, is my postpartum update. So I'm going to be sharing my experiences with you and sharing a couple things that helped me out during my journey. And yeah, so as of today, I am 3 months and 4 weeks postpartum now. I am about to be 4 months postpartum on the 7th. Yeah, on the 7th. So yeah, I waited a while so I could really get everything, my experience all put together, you know, so I can make this video and share with you guys. So I do have all my notes in here, so I won't leave anything out and stuff. So just know that everyone's experience is different. Yours might not go the same as mine, yours might. It just all depends really on your labor, of how your labor was, if you had a normal, if you had a C-section, how much you tore, your recovery. Everyone's recovery is different, so I'm just putting that out there. I am really thankful of how my recovery went. It was really good to me and I thank God for that. But yeah, without further ado, let's get started. So like I said, my labor and my recovery was very smooth and easy. The first thing when I had the baby was I was shaking and I was really cold. The nurse said it was normal, it's just my body was not, of course, used to that, of what just happened. So my body was just not, it was just out of here. So yeah, so I did tear. I had a 2nd degree tear. I only tore in one spot, thankfully. I tore in the back of, you know, like the end of your private going into the back. So yeah, I only tore one spot and it was a 2nd degree tear. It wasn't really that bad. So yeah, I'm really thankful for that and stuff. The next thing is when they took my placenta out, I didn't push or anything. He just took it out. I didn't feel like when the baby came out. I did feel the placenta more when the baby had came out. That was really weird because I thought the baby would hurt more, but the placenta was really what hurt more. But yeah, I didn't push the placenta out. He just took it out, so I didn't have to push it. I heard that the hardest part of labor after having the baby was to to push the placenta out, and that's not how my labor actually went. So yeah, thank God I didn't have to do that because I didn't want to experience the pain with that everybody said. So I did get stitches. I remember it was like 30 or 20 minutes. It didn't take long because, like I said, I didn't really tear that much. And I did not feel the stitches. I did get the epidural, so I didn't feel anything. I was really numb and stuff. My labor and delivery story time is coming soon as well, so just stay tuned on that so I could get more into detail with that. So like I said, the stitches dissolve on their own. I don't know if everyone is different, but mine dissolved on their own. I didn't even know when they dissolved. I'm just guessing they dissolved already. Well, they did, because I did go to my postpartum checkup appointment and they're gone, so everything's good. So my legs, like I said, were really numb after birth. So after 30 minutes of having the baby, I got into a wheelchair. I did get help getting into the wheelchair because they move you from the labor and delivery room all the way to the mom and baby room, the recovery room I should say, and stuff. So let me just tell you, when I got up, I felt so slow. Like my body movement was so slow. Like I did not feel like myself. I felt so heavy. I don't know if it was because I was numb. I'm pretty sure it was, but I was just like, I felt so heavy. Like I was like, what the heck? Like I just did not feel like myself. It was really crazy. I hope this is focused. Yeah, it was really crazy and stuff. So let's talk about my bathroom experience. So everyone told me that down there it was gonna burn and sting and stuff. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case for me, so I'm really thankful that didn't happen to me and stuff. But I did not wipe myself with a toilet paper until I left home. I still would stick to this squirt bottle they give you. This is a lifesaver. Please use this. This is gonna save your life. I didn't start using baby wipes until like a week after, I should say a week or 2 weeks, I'm not sure, but for the most part I would use a squirt bottle to clean myself. Of course, when I would do number 2, I would clean myself, but for the most part right there, I would use the squirt bottle, and you just put water in here and you just squirt it and stuff. So yeah, this is a lifesaver. This is gonna save your life. So like I said, if you I wouldn't like swipe the toilet paper, I mean the baby wipes. I would dab it, like, you know, dab it. But when I would do number 2, I would swipe. I know that's hella weird, but I'm just sharing it with you guys. So your urine muscles are out of place because you just had a baby, so they're really all over the place and stuff. So me personally, I would never feel when I had to go to the bathroom, even when I got home, until like I would go and try to go to the bathroom, and then it would come out. Like a lot of pee would come out, and I was just like, why didn't I feel like I needed to go pee? It was really weird. And I was kind of worried, but then like I searched it up and it said it was all normal and stuff. So thank God, because I was kind of freaking out. I was like, why can't I feel when I need to pee? Like I thought that something was wrong down there. I was just like oh no. So let me tell you guys, no one ever told me when you have a baby and you go to the bathroom and you do number 2, how hard it's to do number 2. Like, oh my god, you feel constipated. It's really hard to push for some reason. It was just not it. Nobody ever told me that, and now I'm telling you guys, so be prepared for that. Because even if you have a C-section, my sister said that it does happen. Your body is just constipated because you just had a baby. And man, that was like the worst thing ever. I could never use the bathroom. Like I would be stuck in the bathroom for so freaking long trying to use the bathroom when I got home. I never used number 2 at the hospital, but when I got home, it was just like, oh my gosh, send help. So they do give you stool softeners. Those don't work. Well, probably for you. The hospital, the one that the hospital gave me did not work for me. I never bought other ones, but I heard that other ones work. So do research so you won't be struggling like I was. But yeah, the hospital ones did not work. It was still the same thing. It might work for you, but I'm just, you know, telling you guys my experience that it didn't work for me. So like I said, it's not painful when you're doing number 2. It's just hard to do it, you get me? It's just really hard to use the bathroom. So they give you some itch spray. This is what it looks like. Because another thing that nobody told me was these stitches itch the heck out of you, okay? You are so freaking itchy. Like I would literally be spraying this every single freaking minute of the day because those things itch, and you do not want to touch down there. I mean, I never did, but you just don't want to. So you want to spray this, okay? You want to use that for sure. I asked for 2 of them before I left home, and thankfully I got 2 of them because I don't know what I would have done. So some of the items I don't have because of course I already used them, but I will put pictures right here. They give you some witch hazel pads. They help you down there heal. They help you heal down there. So basically what you would do is, I don't have a pad, but I'm gonna just pretend this is the pad. So basically you have a big ol' pad. I'll put a picture too, but basically you have a big old pad and say these are the witch hazel pads. You just put like 3 on there, and then you just spray this down there, and then you just lift everything up and just put everything in place, and let me tell you, it'll feel so much better. Those are lifesavers. Make sure you ask for extra of those before you leave the hospital as well. So another thing is, after you have your baby, the nurse comes every 2 to 3 hours, or I think so. She would just write it on the board, but I remember it was like 2 or 3 hours. They come and push your stomach to push blood out to see how your bleeding is doing. Oh my gosh, the first time I was like, whoa, like nobody ever told me about this either. But yeah, she does come and check you. The first time it hurt and was uncomfortable, but it's like a hurt that you could take. It's not really like, like, you know, help. No, it's not like that. But yeah, so now blood clots. When you are bleeding and you go to the bathroom, you gotta tell the nurse that you have, if you got a blood clot, because they need to check how your bleeding is doing and stuff. I only got 2 big ones. I never got a lot after that. I only got like little ones, but nothing big. She said it was normal and stuff. But yeah, I did not bleed a lot. I didn't have like a heavy flow. I really liked my bleeding. I know that sounds weird, but it wasn't a lot, or it wasn't a little bit. So I was really thankful for that. Now, the hospital underwear looks like this, right? It looks like this. It's just this underwear, this squared underwear that looks like this. Now, I showed this one in my hospital bag. Let me tell you, girls, do not waste your money on buying underwears. You are not gonna want to use these, okay? You are gonna want to use this squared one. To me, they were just much more comfortable. I doesn't even feel like you have an underwear. So, and they just worked really better with the big pads. So definitely recommend those. My hospital did have like squared ones, and then they also had like round ones. They're both comfortable, so definitely use your hospital ones. Those are gonna be really comfortable. Well, at least my hospital ones were. So you could buy some just in case, but I'm just saying the hospital ones are better. For the last underwear that I used on my postpartum journey is this underwear from Lilova. If you follow me on Instagram, you have seen me make a post about it previously. So basically, this is a period proof underwear. I started using this when I don't remember how many weeks I was into postpartum, but I was just really having a lot of bloody discharge, and that's when I started using this. That's when I started using that. So the big pads I only used for 2 days. The 2 or 3 days was when I had really like a lot of blood, and then after that I switched to these under hospital pads that they give you. I'll put another picture right here, and I started using those. They're big too, but they're not as big as the big underwears. So yeah, so let me tell you guys about this underwear. So this underwear is a period proof underwear. I did get mine in Mia Hipster, and I got size small. So the black color does run true to size. The beige color is smaller, so you do want to like talk to them or see a size chart or something so you could get your actual size. So technically this holds 2 tampons worth, and it can be used alone on heavy days or overnight, or as a backup if you have a very heavy flow. So you do want to know how much you're bleeding, you know, before you move to this. This has 4 layers for ultimate protection. So right here it has 4 different layers. So the first layer feels dry. It's a moisture wicking cotton inner layer for softness and breathability. Also, you can use a panty liner if you are kind of scared, you know, to try. So if you want to try it out first. The second layer is a Feel Fresh antimicrobial lining to fight bacteria and odors. The third layer is the Feel Secure super absorbent fabric to hold 2 tampons worth. The fourth layer is your Feel Free leak resistant myelin outer layer to keep it all. So like I said, it does have 4 layers. It doesn't look like it has 4 layers, but it does. It worked perfectly good for me. I really like this underwear and stuff. So yeah, so like I said, I did tell you guys the 4 layers, so I'm gonna repeat for you guys. So it has the moisture wicking antimicrobial, I think that's how you say it, super absorbent, and the fourth one is leak resistant. So like I said, you do want to know how heavy your flow is before you move on to this one if you do plan on getting one of these. So just know how much you're bleeding and stuff. So like I said, I started using this when I was having bloody discharge and just a little bit of blood and stuff. So this did work for me, and I do use it when I'm on my period still now, like my normal periods, and it does work out perfectly fine for me. So if you are interested in getting that underwear, I will leave all the info in the description box so you could check them out. Definitely recommend. It's so worth it. Okay you guys, so I did have to pause for a minute to charge my battery, but I'm gonna continue before Janessa wakes up. So I did switch to a regular pad after like about 2 weeks. After 2 weeks I believe it was, but I did the after 2 or 3 weeks, but I was still doing the same thing with the witch hazel pads and the itch spray. I did do that for probably 4 weeks, a month, probably more. I can't really remember. I should have took notes, but I was still doing it even when I switched to like my regular normal pad. Oops. But yeah, so after that I did switch to my panty liner. Like I said, I wasn't doing the witch hazel or no more, or the itch spray, because it wasn't itchy no more. I think my stitches had dissolved by then already, and I was just discharging, like I said, little blood. It was like yellow, red, brown discharge. It did not smell good, let me just tell you that. And I did some research. It's totally normal and stuff. So down there I didn't get that much swollen. I watched girls say that their thing ended up getting really swollen, that it looked inside out. Mine never got inside out or any swollen like that, but it is normal if it happens. I guess you could put ice packs on those, but that didn't happen to me, thankfully. My down there went back to normal. Well, the outside, you know, it went back to normal. The uterus went back to normal, and everything went back to normal already. It didn't really never changed. The only thing that changed was I had stitches down there, but nothing ever changed. I did look with the mirror one time down there, so I just had stitches and stuff, but everything went back to normal, like I said. So another thing that nobody ever discusses is that my armpits never used to sweat, and they never used to smell. After I gave birth, they sweat, and then if I don't put deodorant, they smell. That never used to happen to me. My sister said as well that happened to her, and it still happens. And I'm like, am I gonna be like this forever? Like, wow. Like, I could go days before I had the baby. I would go days and I didn't have to wear deodorant and my armpits wouldn't stink. My body has changed a lot. A baby does change you a lot, and it's so crazy, but nobody ever mentions that. And that happened to me. I searched it up. It's part of postpartum, and I was just like, what the hell? That is crazy. So I did get a lot of back pain because I was breastfeeding, so they gave me narco pills for that. Please only take those when you're really in pain. Don't just be taking them just because you feel a little pain. You might get more pain that's worse than what you think is worse, and you're gonna need those pills, so please use them wisely. I regret not using mine wisely. You only use them like a couple times wisely, and if I could go back, I would definitely use them wisely. So definitely just take them when you're really in pain. I did lose my appetite. I really started getting it back not too long ago. That happened because I did get postpartum depression, which is totally normal and stuff. So I also I get a lot of gas because I'm breastfeeding, and it's just horrible. I lost a lot of weight because of breastfeeding. That's another reason why I'm super skinny, because my baby is taking every single thing of my body right now. Your sleep schedule definitely changes. Come on, we all heard about that. You never sleep once you have a baby. That's one thing. You get lack of concentration. I don't know if that just happened to me or what, but I just couldn't think straight after I had my baby. Like, I could not focus on things. Like, it was really weird. Like, my head was just all over the place. You get very tired and sleepy, of course, because you don't get no more sleep. My body always feels hot, even if it's not hot. I always feel hot and I'm always sweating. That's why you always have to stay hydrated, especially when you're breastfeeding, because you just feel very weak and stuff. I began with my postpartum depression. I began feeling insecure about me being very skinny. That did happen to me. I'm pretty sure it happens to a lot of us. We get insecure of, our body, but let's just go and watch my video, and we are all beautiful. Our bodies are all beautiful, no matter how they look, skinny, big, no matter how they look, they're all beautiful. And the fact that it's so powerful to grow a human in there is what makes it so beautiful. And just know that that was your baby's home before it arrived into this world, and we need to embrace that body, because if we didn't have that body, our baby wouldn't be here. So also, you have trouble making decisions because you're so sleepy. So basically, getting out of bed, taking a shower. I got mood swings, I got anxiety, sadness, overwhelmed, crying. That's all postpartum. Trust me, you won't even know that you're having postpartum depression until like you start crying and stuff. Not crying, but like, you won't even know. I didn't even know that I was in postpartum depression. I thought I was just crying for no reason. That is your postpartum depression. But yeah, I didn't really feel it until I started like really paying attention, and I was just like, whoa. But yeah, so you're not able to sleep much, or you're sleeping too much. Before, I had the problem when I couldn't sleep, and where I couldn't sleep in the night, and now I'm sleeping too much. Like, I sleep too freaking much. Like, it's crazy. So also another thing is you begin to lose your hair. I don't know why that happens, but I'm in that stage right now where my hair is falling out every time I brush it, every time I'm in the shower, every time I just go like this. Like right now, Right now they fell out, but usually when I comb it and stuff, my hair falls off. You guys have seen in my previous video, my hair was falling off, and that's not okay. That's why you gotta take your pills. If they give you any pills, if you're anemic, take those pills. If you have leftover prenatal pills, take those pills, please. And just stay very healthy and eat very healthy. How I maintained my body in shape, or what I did to get my body back in shape. So basically what I did is I have mentioned this 3-in-1 postpartum belt already before multiple times. So what I would do was I would get this belt. I have a really hard time knowing what belts it is. Basically, you're supposed to wear all 3. I would only wear I believe it was this one. Okay, I would only wear this one right here. I will put the name of it right here, but basically what I would do is I would wrap it. Hold on, let me show you guys. So this is my body. Let me show you guys. So this is my body as of right now. Right here. I'm still trying to get it in shape, but for the most part, this is what it's looking like. So what I would do was get this belt and try to put it at the most tightest, not very, very tight where you can't breathe, but you know, tight. You can use my discount code to get this belt also. It will be right here. Basically, I would put this on ever since I had the baby, like 2 days after, I think. And it looks like this. And technically, I would get this underwear and I would put it over, and that's technically all I would do. This belt I recommend to you because it's not really uncomfortable. I really, really like it. But yeah, this is how it looks right now. I don't use it anymore, but I am gonna start using it again because I want to lose that little fatness you guys saw. But for the most part, this is the belt I would use and stuff. So like I said, this is my body as of right now. I'm starting to embrace it and like it. For the most part, I did go back to normal, as you guys could see. I did go back to normal, but I am working out now. So I am going to be sharing with you guys my workout routine and my workout journey. So stay on the lookout for that. The last thing that I want to talk to you guys is, if you're breastfeeding, please get this nipple cream, because my nipples cracked and were bleeding. It was only this side, but I am gonna be doing a breastfeeding video on another video, probably my next video, but I do want to share with you guys this nipple cream, so you guys could just keep that in your mind to please put this on after your baby eats. Every time you're done feeding the baby, put this on. This is gonna help you. I am gonna tell you guys more of, you know, my tricks and very helpful tips that I did and I'm doing on my breastfeeding journey on a separate video. Like I said, I haven't forgot about doing that video, but for the most part, I'm glad I got the postpartum video out the way for now, so I could keep you guys updated. I hope you guys are liking this constant uploading. I'm trying my best, you know, to hurry and edit and upload for you guys. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and got to, you know, get some tips in mind, so when you have your baby, you can know what to expect. Or if you're already a mom, probably you related to some of the things I went through, And yeah, I just want to remind you guys that never let anybody tell you guys things about your body, and you need to love your body. And it is gonna take some time for you to love your body, trust me. I was always very insecure at first, saying I was too skinny, and I wanted my normal body that I had way before I got pregnant back. But everything happens for a reason, and God gave you that body for a reason, to learn to love yourself, and that's what we need to do. So like I said, if you guys like this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications on down below next to that subscribe button, so you can get notified every time I post a new video. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, like I said, and I'll see you guys in my next video.
What you feel? How would you feel? Pretend like I love somebody else right now, but it wouldn't be real. There's still a lot of space inside my heart that they can't fill. And I tried my best to hold you down, but you wouldn't be